Hi everybody, it's Dr. Magnifico from Vet and Pobly.com. This is my cat Magpie. She just came over to say hello. I am at home spending some time with my kitties. There's my cat Ren. I don't know if you'd see her, she's a little dark. And then I'm here with my dogs, Charlie and Jekyll. So we are just kind of hanging out. It's early April 2018. I was at the Harford County Humane Society today. I go every week. And spring is in the air. It is in the air in that there are lots of pregnant cats. There are lots of cats in heat. There are lots of cats there that we're worried about being pregnant. For the last 2 weeks, I have seen nothing but early pregnancy kitties, and I'm even being told that there are kittens being delivered. So it is that time of year. Most of us love spring. I, as a veterinarian and an animal advocate and a real proponent of spaying and neutering, hate this about spring. I hate that every year I have to worry about, the sick and dying kittens who are either covered in fleas and dying from anemia, or full of parasites and dying from that, or living out in the cold. We're supposed to have snow tonight, and I know that there are cats out there pregnant and having babies. So this is my yearly plea to everybody to please spay and neuter their cats. It makes a huge difference in the amount of disease that we've got going on and the lives of these animals. If you are looking for a cat, please visit your local shelters. It is absolutely imperative that you spay and neuter them. There's just so many beneficial reasons to spaying and neutering, and it really does make a really big difference on how fast these cats can repopulate. And until we have a home for every single cat, it would just be best if we all spayed and neutered. I live in a house with 4 kitties. I don't know if you can see them all here, but there's Ren, and then there's my other kitty, Oriole, behind her. She's my orange kitty, and she always sits with her legs crossed. So those are my kitties, and then these are my I have 2 dogs. But spaying and neutering is absolutely imperative to the health and well-being of all the cats in our community. Also, please, if you live by somebody who's got, lots of stray and feral cats, it's important to talk to your local authorities. I think that in my area, it's very rural, and it's somewhat accepted that there's just barn cats that no one takes care of, and then every year they breed, and then every year they get eaten by something, they get hit by cars, they end up at neighbors' houses, and the neighbors are trying to take care of them, and it's just a huge burden on the community. So this idea that somehow a feral cat is less than a domestic pet is something that we really need to address and turn around. There are laws in place in lots of places. Unfortunately, they are not enforced, but every single dog and cat needs to be spayed, needs to be vaccinated for rabies, and then all of them should be spayed and neutered. If you have pets and they're not vaccinated for rabies, then we really worry about the zoonotic potential of that, meaning you're putting your family and the rest of the community at risk of getting a disease that you will die from. So it's really important that we take care of these pets and we protect our family and the rest of the animals in the community. If you have any questions about spaying or neutering, or even any questions about rabies or anything to do with domestic pets, you can find me at Jarrettsville Vet in Harford County, Maryland, or you can find me at Pobly.com. It's a free online pet community dedicated to helping people by educating, inspiring, and informing them. So that's Pobly.com or Jarrettsville Vet. Please spay and neuter. I really look forward to the year when I don't have any unwanted kittens and I don't have any feral cats, and I don't see any of them dying from diseases that are really preventable and should never be happening in this day and age. So please spay and neuter. Thanks so much for sharing. Take care, everyone. Bye.